on that. And I will start the time when you'll feel confident starting, so checking the slide work, etc.
If you have pictures and they go into this, then it's good.
Okay. Hello, my name is Bartulis, and we are Brunte. So, could I get a cup of my favorite drink, please? Thank you. Summer is steadily approaching, with warm weather and the joy of holidays for many vacationers. Many people decide to spend this time outside when the weather is nicest. And one of the most popular places for people to be is the beach. So, how would they get their favorite drink on the spot? They'd have to go to the entrance, perhaps not find what they like, purchase that, and then walk back to their spot. What a waste of valuable time and energy. We have found a solution. Together with our esteemed partners at Bruntor, the startup that makes the fully electric four-wheel cargo scooter for last-mile deliveries, with Raimons Jurģelis as our advisor and mentor, we have created Brunte, the fully electric mobile cafe. With our model having the flexibility to choose the location at will, making it reach a wide market even in the most remote locations, reduced overhead costs, and an increased comfort for the customers, Brunte is the next step in deliveries. With our team of experts in all fields needed for a business to operate successfully is ready to make the necessary actions for this business to flourish. And why should you choose us as the ideal partners? One of our achievements that is essential in almost any startup business is that we have already tested our idea locally and have already made revenue, all when it became operational just 4 months ago. The buyers were enthralled by our idea. Since our concept worked well, even as a prototype in the outside environment, we are confident in our idea working and are looking to rent out our Brunte units for €500 per month with an additional 25% of the profit going to us. We are the better solution when compared to such alternatives as local cafes, cafe vans, or even cargo bikes, because we have combined the best qualities of each to create a mobile solution that goes there where the customers are. Some of our advantages include a full-wheel drive, an onboard freezer, and a coffee container, all in our compact unit. With a total addressable market reaching an estimated number of €1.5 billion worldwide, and about 2 million just in the Baltics, our business is certain to grow. First, we'll start with 5 scooters in 5 locations. We then will increase it to 10 in the upcoming 12 months. Later, 40 locations in the next 24. And in the first 3 years, our plan is to have a total of 200 viable locations in the Baltics. And with 200 scooters in service, we'll create a steady income every month, which is a clear and easy to grow model with long-term results. This is why today we are asking from you €80,000 as a startup investment, which we will use to create an online shop, make the first 5 Brunte units, marketing, supplies, and salaries, which will bring us to €11,000 as monthly recurring revenue in 12 months. And the last component that we need is you. So investors, are you ready to invest? Because we are ready to roll.
Well, thanks for a good presentation. I see a lot of improvements since the last one. I think you also had a very good mentor in your team. But now let's give the floor to the jury. So 2 questions from the jury.
I don't really have many questions. Why do you think you start yet?
What? We have already started.
Okay, amazing.
So you have to get friends.
I have a question. Is it allowed to drive to the beach and sell products? Is it allowed to go everywhere you want, or you have to be in one place? Register something?
Yeah, so that's a valid question. Our mentor looked into it, and we decided that we will limit the vehicle's speed to 7 kilometers per hour, and then it will not count as a vehicle.
It
Legally
doesn't
speaking.
count as a vehicle, but it's counting as street sales. The question
we will-
was as a street sales
yeah,
license.
yeah. That is also a valid question, and we worked around it by making it a delivery service. So we make our customers pay online, and then we technically deliver the product to them, so that it counts as a delivery service.
They have figured it out. That's a pass.
I have one more question, man.
Yeah, of course.
The question was how you will target the customers, how you will see in that specific spot is the customer. Because I'm working with Jurmala, with the beaches, and some beaches are quiet for miles, and some are quite busy. How you will attract your vehicles to the places where the customers are? Because they're changing. The spots are changing all the time.
Yep, that's why it's a vehicle. It can travel anywhere where the customers are.
5 miles by 7 kilometers per hour.
Well, we can always take the Brunte model on the street and then drive it with the regular speeds and get there
Thank you.
that way.
You should like a button beach mode on. And music starts playing and you have hula hoop dancing. Okay, thank you the team. Let's give you applause. For the jury, remember to add notes for Christopher from Kilto who just joined. Hi to you, and we will give you the recording for the first team, so you will be able to also see those. And now we are going forward with the team number 2. Team number 2, are you ready?
Like this thing make you start happening. Like it's good. There's a lot of seats. Exactly. Where's the internet?
Es jau ir kā iesūtīju vakar, un viņi nesauc citus slaidus.
No, es viņu lejuplādēju šorīt.
Viņam ir tas mums savs tā kā.
Nē, bet es nomainīju.
Es ātri parādīšu.
Viss kārtībā.
Viņš ir šorīt lejuplādēju.
Jā, ok, let's.
Jā. Tas ir pareizi? Jā. Okay.
Okay, so the time will start when you start speaking, otherwise good luck. And the jury remember to mark the marks on the evaluation sheet. Okay.
Let's be honest. Assembling furniture usually looks more of like a test of patience rather than a fun family activity, right? We here have come together to solve a common problem: the limitations of traditional shelving. We are a team combining creativity, strategy, and execution into one brand, Plaukt Plus. The road to our product can be boiled down to the moment we asked ourselves, what if assembling a shelf wasn't a chore, but a moment of laughter, teamwork, and creativity? Our team that consists of 7 members, Otto, sorry. Our team that consists of 7 members, Otto, Marko, Marta, Rudolfs, Renārs, Elza, and me, Justīne, has developed a new way of furnishing your home, where building furniture becomes a playful game the whole family can enjoy. We as a team provide a diverse cross-functional strategy and execution. Together, we're not just building a product, we're building a system that empowers people to create their own solutions. Our product is the beautiful feeling of accomplishment that you have after creating, for example, a Lego set. Our innovative connector system clicks the wooden panels together in ways that are intuitive, safe, and surprisingly satisfying.
Viņš neiedāk.
You only can go forward. It's like in live. I think here it just your presentation is very detailed, so it takes a few seconds to load for the.
No, it just went forward too much. I don't know what happened.
I will give you an extra minute, of course.
Okay,
Restart when you
sorry.
feel comfortable. Yeah. Windows, you need to switch to Apple, but RTU budget is not yet.
Okay, so the system transforms traditional assembly into a hands-on bonding experience. No tools, no stress, just more connectors, beautiful wooden pieces, and a spark of curiosity. The product itself consists of just two highly modifiable components, the connector and the wooden boards used both as shelves and its walls. Whether it's parents guiding their kids through the build or children proudly stamping the last pieces into place, this isn't just about furniture. It's about building memories together and turning assembly into adventure. Each finished shelf is not just a piece of furniture. It's a family achievement proudly displayed. Our plans for the future are quite straightforward, but now we need to establish a footing, a customer base, solid marketing, and production. This is the exact reason why we plan to use business-to-customer e-commerce, to sell individually to each customer, ensuring that every one of them feels heard. The same customer is the younger parent or young couples of today. And as a younger generation that expects modularity, modifications, and elegant, sleek designs, our shelving modules are ones for the future as well as today. A statement supported by the fact that DIY culture and personalization is growing. We also conducted interviews and gained valuable feedback, which was largely positive, as well as we talked to a respected business in the furniture industry, Kate, that gave an insight in how we should tackle this business industry with our new and innovative designs. An important message was the value of marketing in our product sales. Jānis encourages us to leap into the selling of the story and the feeling, as well as supported selling online. Now that you know our idea, we would like to crunch some numbers. So the cost of each connector is just around 30 cents a piece. These connectors are the area where we would earn the most money, selling them for 10 times the production costs, while the total cost of the component on the screen would be around 210 euros, which is cheap in comparison to the other furniture systems of the same size. With just around 100 units, we could earn back the money for a 3D printer, but with 1,000 units, a 20,000 euro mark would be hit, which is precisely the amount needed for the investment. Now remember, 210 euros is not the price just for one set. It's the chance to enjoy moments with your family and a chance to see your kids grow up with a timeless investment. Thank you, and we encourage you to design your own future.
Wow. Better ending than Twilight movies. So, let's start with jury questions. Here you go.
Okay?
Yeah.
No.
Each team gets a
Okay. Okay. Is a child safe?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
it's actually an important thing, because if someone's child will climb up and it will fall onto this small little human being, and there will be some damages. There will be in the television, story in the television, story in the journals, media, and there will be no sales at all.
Well, as we have tested it, it's quite durable and sturdy, and if you take one of the connectors out, it's not like the whole module system falls apart, so it should be safe.
About the climbing part, I get the argument, but wouldn't it be?
Show us if you want.
It's a bit too small.
It's not a child anymore.
It's a bit too small. I mean, I'm a bit too big than a small child, right? But wouldn't it be viable for every single shelving furniture in that case, which is modular and stands by itself? Because I don't think there are I don't think there are a lot of shelving furniture that a child could climb on and not tip over if said child gets to the top, if it's like a 3-meter style shelving system. But then again, how agile are your children? I don't know.
I'll ask you one more question.
Okay.
Sharp corners.
Yeah, we know. That's why like the connectors are 3D printed, and this is like easily solvable using 3D printing. This is just a prototype. Keep in mind, we haven't like released it into like sales or anything, but we know we've been noted this before, but we just didn't have the time to get around and create new connectors, just print new connectors
Rubber
with these
edges.
rounded out corners.
Rubber edges.
Yeah, with maybe rubber edges or something. We can figure that out. We're not the best engineers. We're still just architects.
Your pictures.
But you are the engineer, actually.
No.
Who's the developer of this product?
Me and him mostly. Otto.
Who's answering for marketing?
For marketing? Not me.
Who's the strategics and who's the spokesperson? My compliments to you. Really nice. And then to compare with the first team, you have thought about the market. You have thought and you have studied the psychology of the human being, what he wants and what he needs.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can go.
Just my opinion, maybe if there is standard plywood where what we can buy in the shops, maybe you can sell just connectors.
That we wrote that. We didn't mention it, but it was written. And like right now, we would like to just establish a footing because to make a company and just sell the connectors, it's like, I think it's kind of hard. But if we would like make a name for ourselves with these shelvings and prove the concept, then the connectors by themselves would sell a lot more easily, and a lot more people would want them, and a lot more companies would want them. That's just our vision for the future.
Yeah, this is the last one.
I would like to continue about this risky moment. Is it somehow fixed to the floor, to the wall? To the wall?
Well, it's mostly a freestanding shelf. You can move it around. You can place it wherever you like. Its idea is that it's easily constructible and you can easily disassemble it and put it somewhere else. And it's not attached to one set place like a big modular shelving system that you buy for 5,000 euros and just set it there and it's there forever.
Yeah, but if you would like, you can attach to a wall.
Yeah, of course.
I think most importantly, if you want this freestanding approach, your team you started with concrete shelves, so I was there guiding them through this journey, and I think you can take inspiration from these concrete shelves. You can sell like some kind of very heavy blocks that can be inserted in, and then it's not possible to overtop without kind of damaging the wall, etc. So it's like an add-on.
The lever you can.
Of course.
Thank you, Lynn. Let's give you a round of applause.
Can we take 10 more seconds?
Okay, well, very quick question from Vance.
No.
Very.
But for this,
No,
for this
it's
thing or
it's
just
very quick feedback. You're working with 3D printing, so we're asking about if it can be put on the wall. But you can say that your pieces are 3D printed. You have you have connectors that can be screwed to the wall. That's it.
I mean, yeah, true.
You have that unique ability of
Yeah,
not
that's
being
true.
restricted.
Just
to
lie.
molds. No, because like within an hour you can have it.
Screw it. Like it is, like it stands over there, you can put the screw before you put the first job in.
That's so true. It actually already
One
works.
small thing from me about the safety. Take experience from IKEA. They are adding connectors to the wall and they're putting them into instruction. If you are not connecting it to the wall, if you are not doing that, your child will die, and you and the producers of the
Actually, and don't be afraid to put your child will die.
yeah
Because otherwise they don't understand.
yeah.
Either case, you will have memories.
That was black.
Okay, next team.
Team number 3, you already got your applauses. So team number 3, let's welcome you here. Team number 4, please start preparing. Okay, we can give you another applause. Couple applauses.
Sorry.
At the sides, it can have an end of 3 and name.
What's your team full name? Like, what's your product name? Copa?
No, Model C.
Yeah, it just doesn't have them. It has some weird names, so I don't know which is which.
This is Team 4.
No, not yet. We're looking for this line. White green template. Yeah.
We don't have Model C.
Just wait, it's has lag. Bišķi nokavēšanos.
Okay, so
It's another one.
Yeah, concrete blocks.
Okay, I will just go.
concrete blocks?
Yeah.
Okay, not for that stage. You just opened the wrong presentation. I'm just drawing lines in time and then doing an average.
Good morning, DBS, and today we would like to present you our product Model C, also known as Model 3D Concrete Printed Blocks. But first of all, we'd like to understand our problem, and we identify our problem as a lack of landscape improvements in city and during social events. Customers usually buy plastic or traditional concrete landscape improvements, and if we talk about plastic improvements, of course they are not vandal-proof and usually they are not eco-friendly. However, traditional concrete is heavy and hard to transport. So our solution is 3D blocks made out of concrete because it's fast to print them, they are usually eco-friendly and vandal-proof. Moreover, because they are modular, it means that they will be multifunctional and efficient because it has more opportunities to reshape its shapes and make irregular forms, which traditional concrete can afford us. So, more about 3D concrete. On the first picture you can see a robot who puts layers, and after one layer is done, the nozzle goes higher and puts second layer. And here you can see two examples of what we have printed during our research. Talking more about our problem, we consider that our customers will buy our product for city improvements, during public events, and for private orders. And talking more about our business model, as I mentioned before, we will sell our blocks. We can rent them if customer will need them only once. Transport if customer doesn't have enough vehicles, or even install them if customer don't have time or doesn't want to install them by himself. Here you can see 24 upcoming events during June in Riga. It means our product can become popular and we will have demand on it. And going to our go-to-market strategy, of course we will use social networks to advertise our product. And now we are talking to local government and event organizers what they want from our product, are they ready to buy them, and what we will need to change so they will be interested more in our product. And here is our block parameters with explanations why we choose such measurements. Talking about financials, my colleagues calculated that our block can cost approximately 50 to 80 euros. That means if we sell 50 blocks, we'll get approximately 3,000 euros, and if we will rent the same amount of block, we'll get approximately 700, which means after 4 or 5 rentals, we will get our income, and which we can reinvest in advertisements, for instance. And talking about our team, all of us are architect students. We are collaborating with Princeton Innovations. They taught us what is exactly 3D concrete and which opportunities and advantages does it have. Thank you for your attention.
I think we will need to start with Vent this time. So, did they listen to your mentoring well, Vent, during the pitch? So, what's your feedback as the CEO of Princeton?
I'm proud of you.
Thank you much.
I really like what I see. I just have a few questions. Did you calculate when you saw the price, the income of the renting those blocks? Have you calculated storage unit expenses and delivery expenses? Because if you want to rent it,
Yeah.
the objects, you have to store them somewhere.
Of course. Now we don't have big factory to produce them, so we don't have don't need much space to hold them. But of course, when we will grow, of course, we will have to count that. Yes.
And now you will store them in your apartment? Or?
It depends.
Summer house.
Okay.
Delivered by bicycle, yeah?
No, we have 2 vans.
Pronto? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I was trying to understand. So your product by itself is a hexagonal shaped block.
Yes.
That's it. Why not extruding it? Just traditional concrete way.
Traditional
Would
concrete
probably be cheaper.
Not really, because traditional concrete we can paint only regular forms. Hexagon can be counted as regular form. However, it's definitely will be harder to paint hexagon as a square, for example.
Yeah, and also depending on the size, it's more adjustable. And as we 3D print it, it's like it can be bigger, smaller. It can be
We can change
from different materials. So it all depends.
I saw some very specific measurements, and you were telling us that you're using very specific measurements.
Yeah.
So that's why my question basically. So did you already think of something that are very specific to printing that you can just not do with other methods?
Like we chose this measurements like a standard, so it is it can be used like to combine this, yeah, and then if we need to produce something more specific, then we like provide an opportunity to like modify it according to what our customer needs.
For example, for private orders. For private orders, when customer needs something unique.
How long does it take to print one of these standard units?
Not really long. I would say 1 hour for the printing itself. Before it comes preparation of the material, like this concrete, and then also it needs to be like dried. So the main drying is after
24 hours.
24 hours and can be moved, but for it
to get fully dried.
Yes. So the printer is like use those 24 hours, or you can remove and dry it in another.
Now, after our block is printed, we can remove and start printing the next one.
So basically, how many can you make in a day?
It depends from the size of the 3D printer. So if we can print like more modules at a time. So it will, like for example, 4 of them will dry, and then we remove them and put another 4, and so on.
Okay. So in total, that would be
the ones about time.
Huh?
About time or the amount of?
No, how many can you make in a day, basically? 4 times 24? Do I understand correctly?
It's like
in day we calculate like 24 or 30.
24 or 30 a day. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on how fast we.
How fast you will calculate the price? I need them on the beach next week.
Oh yeah, what's the cost of one unit?
Different unit, based on hexagon. I need a cube, not hexagon.
Approximately 600 euros or 650.
How do you will deliver it?
By van, because maybe I forgot to mention that because our blocks are modular, we can combine them whenever we want to.
What's the weight of?
Yes, yes. I will answer. It make possible to take it by one person, just by one person, because our block is not as
It's dense. It's
dense and as
yeah.
big, so one person can't hold it. Yes.
Okay.
So you don't need any special technique to move them into land, for example.
So it's 25 kilos.
25, 30 kilos. Yes.
About yeah.
Plus minus. Yes.
My question was a bit different. I actually put you in a place where the customer is fussy and comes to you. I needed to see how you will sell it, and you didn't give me the price. You see, you need to react fast because you are offering the product hexagon cubes, but the customer sometimes can come to you and say, I don't need a hexagon, I need something unique, same size, different shape. What's the weight? What's the price? The price is the same, isn't it?
Yes.
Approximately
measurement.
the same.
Yeah.
It's the
Yes.
same. Yeah? It won't go up. It won't.
If parameters are the
maybe it
same,
won't
yes,
go
of
even
course.
down, but you will add it to your head. But the product is really nice, really good. It can serve. Actually, I already have some potential customers where you can try to sell it. Jurmala. Beaches.
Yeah. Thank you for your advice. We will consider this.
Thank you.
Okay. So the next is theme number 4, modular cells, and then theme number 5, portal stage. You already start preparing to be ready with some
Un kad sekundīgais.
Kad būs pašvaldības, un toreiz mazās saimniecības ienāk iekšā un izīdien. Jā, tā kā tas notiek, jā, tā kā tas notiek visur. Un kāpēc mēs nevarētu šitos visus šitos pludmās piebraucināt nāks, jā, visi šitie produkti, kas mierīgi varat kurīt, kaut kā vajag fiziski,
Just have the price for that. I don't
To pēc tam pados. Atstāj, jā, lai ir tā.
But you got the time.
Like, let's see the price. Yeah, we have this one, if it's about the same shape, it's about the same weight, it's about the same price. That's the weight per kilo, so it's a bit twice as big. It's not twice as heavy because the volume is not full.
We're ready when you are.
Yes. Good morning. Today I'd like to present to you Kuopa. For starters, let me recall you of the recent times. Do you remember COVID, the pandemic? Yes, indeed, funny of me asking you this question, but do you remember the feeling of having no choice but to sleep, eat, work, repeat, all in one place? Sorry, in one room. Well, for some it may seem a picture lost in memory, but for most of us, and I emphasize on students, 9-to-5ers, teachers, it has never been a phase. We are cornered with a condition to do everything all at once and together. Oh, and multiply the company around you. And the solution to this tough problem, you may ask, is space. Or better, Kuopa, which in Latvian means a group whose components are connected by specific relations, characteristics, or properties. I present to you modular hubs made to grow and blend. These are dynamic modules built to form a honeycomb, joining spaces of similar and contrasting functions simply with a push of a wall. Join or leave solitary the commercial, the office, or the research. If not, then we also do hubs, meeting rooms, co-working, kitchens, cafes, leisure modules, laboratories, exhibitions. I mean, you name it. Form centers starting with 3 units. Make it 5. Build a cafe or an exhibition or have it mixed-used. Look at the numbers. It's safe to say we do make it be undoubtedly awesome. Our honeycombs are ready-made, expand-friendly, seamless, multifunctional, sustainable, and so on. Our goal is to finalize design by this year's 3rd quarter, pitch the proposal by the next, and shortly after, we'd begin our production. And our confidence is built on already maintaining potential clients, producing modular architecture, and jumping into a market gap for us to fill out. TAM, 23 euros billion worldwide, SAM 2.2 billion Europe, and 44 millions in the Baltics. The business will thrive through B2B and B2G, with innovation districts, universities, research centers, science parks, corporate headquarters as our target audience. And to break it down for you, to build a module, it costs 900 euros per square meter, to transport 1.5 euro a kilometer, to start marketing 5,000, and to our partners 5,000. However, one unit is sold for 40,000 euros with a 25% profit margin, as well as profits would be made from leasing, custom-made add-on production, such as solar panels and green roofs, and maintenance services. Our market checkmate is the public space as product location, academical institutions, campuses, partnerships as double exposure, world expos, and understandably campaigns. Let's put it that way. We have indirect and direct competition, container modules, architects, modular pods, innovation districts, etc. However, nobody puts it like we do, combining every aspect not only in a single bullet point list, but in a single product. In order for us to get behind the wheel, we lack 100,000 euros. That would help our product development, testing and product certification, marketing, transportation of the materials and prototype, as well as to compensate our partners. We hope that we have caught you on our high. Thank you for being Kuopa with us today.
I have a question.
Yes?
So how big is that unit?
The unit is 20 square meters.
20 square meters.
Yes.
So in diameter, that would be like what? A length? 6 meters. Okay.
These are the three types of modules that we found working. This is like the wooden panel,
with hemp seed concrete.
And the other question, you're asking for 100K for certification, you have only 20K. Is it really enough to make the certification needed, or maybe you just have to rethink or recalculate a little bit? Because I think personally 20,000 euros will be not enough to certify everything if you have to.
Yeah.
So maybe you have a second thought on it.
Okay. Well, we have also been advised by our mentors. We have Enrico, which is a entrepreneur and also builds these kind of modules. Also Honeycomb and Cubes. He's a part of the industry. And also we have Kristaps from Wood Cluster, and they said that it will be a good starting point.
Okay.
Of course, we'd have to delve into that, but for starters, it would be. Yes.
So do you build this on site or in a factory?
We
in a factory and we transport it to the site. It's very usable. No, it's very easy to transport it. We put like 3 modules on a truck and then just put them on the site. And maybe some.
You ship them as a full module or like a floor, ceiling, and wall?
I mean, you can do a full module, but if we connect them, you'll have to do some connection works. Also interior.
So that's shipping. You ship them as a single unit.
Yes.
The question is, you said that somebody is already, is already producing them. What's your unique way? Why are you so unique then?
Okay, so the thing is that we found a solution for commercial purposes, since all of the modular hubs are made for housing, for people to live in, that costs more than 100K, and perhaps the problem is that university campuses, also universities perhaps in London or United Kingdom, where the buildings are historical heritage, therefore they cannot modify the building so as to add maybe new functions.
Okay, so you're building into the building with these.
Not into, but onto the campuses, the premises, the fields that are left for like parks, to blend in and to bring these new functions, and also to attract people to like explore these functions.
So the question is, can we build this in the building?
I think it would be a possibility.
The this could be from open space to
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a smaller one.
Open workshops in campus is definitely really useful. Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so another practical question. So from regulatory perspective, when you have one module, it's not a house, but when you have more than 40 square meters,
40?
it's a
Sorry?
building or something like this, yeah? So, according to the building code, when it's over 36 square meters, it's a house. So you need all these approvals?
Yeah.
Or can you somehow call it it's a temporary structure?
I think it would be called as a temporary structure since we also
We asked about the building permit?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to.
yeah, since we also think about that this product would work through leasing, meaning those leases would go for like a year or two, but it wouldn't be like a permanent building. That would need to be insured with a bunch of functions as of electricity and water, etc. So it would be modular, transformable, and yes, that would be my answer. Yes.
So, if I would have the design like this in my rental place and I have office there, and if I want to add 3 more modules, for example, the black one, just to not be a racist, I can take out a wall and put it in, and
Yes.
that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
What would it take to remove a wall?
Maintenance services as well. If you want to like remove a wall, we'd come and do it for you. But it will ask.
My mason do it?
Sorry?
Can my technician do it?
No.
Okay. Okay.
how you imagine to remove the whole concrete one?
Maybe from that module, it would need to have certain like technologies. But I guess that would maybe that unit would be sold as a base unit that needs to be already implemented into the project, meaning that when you're looking into the product itself, you'd have to think wisely how long you want this product to be and what kind of functions you want to implement there. That?
Yep, well done. If you get more than 12 questions, it means jury is so interested in your product that they are willing to break rules to us. So it's a good sign. So the next theme for us is portal stage, and after that we have bike parking.
Sekundu aizgāju, nedaudz vairāk.
This one is not safe. I'm not looking. No,
Okay, so, hi, my name is Elisa, and have you ever been to a concert? We all have. And have you ever been to a smaller scale event? Maybe the tickets cost nothing and the artist is amazing and the vibe is there, but you can't really see in the crowd the artist, maybe because there's no stage. This happens constantly at small events, school shows, and public events. And we looked into it further and acknowledged that the market is mainly dominated by traditional metal stages. They're bulky, expensive, and loud to set up. They require transport vans and trained setup crews and time. For many smaller organizers, they're simply not a great option. So we built a flat pack wooden stage. It is designed with 4 main universal parts: the platform, the round elements, the horizontal contractions, and rain-proof barrier. It's easy. These 4 elements are easy to assemble, quick, they snap together like Lego. You don't need a whole crew to set up our stage. And heck, it fits in a car, guys. These 4 elements are precision cut from standard 3mm plywood using CNC technology. This keeps costs low and makes the system easy to transport, maintain, and scale. And have you ever seen in these festivals car tracks from cars being trying to get the stage parts from one place to another? They don't look very nice after. So thanks to our stage's shape, you can build it in right there in the parking lot and then roll it to the actual event place. And leveling, no problem. It's round. So it can find the center of gravity on any slope. We have collaborated and consulted with a mentor from Latvia's Finiers, which is one of Europe's largest plywood manufacturers. And this contact gives us trusted sourcing, local production, and strong sustainability credentials. We would sell units at 6,000 with 33% margin and rent them for 500 a day. One unit breaks even after just 4 rentals. Our model fits both institutions and independent organizers. We have also interviewed real performers like singer Beat, who loved the minimalism, and group Puslings Brigade, who would use it as an immersive element in their performance. Even established artists like Andris Kivic were really excited and ready to use it. The design resonates with artists as well as listeners, visually and emotionally. Latvia has thousands of events yearly. With no suitable staging solution, we offer a customizable, scalable alternative. As a Gen Z team, we reach audience through TikTok and Reels, zero-cost marketing that turns views into bookings. As a team of architecture students that are more different, could not be more different from each other, we're creating a next generation infrastructure for public culture. And we know the user, we have a working prototype, and are ready to deliver. So, we're raising 50,000 to finalize the design, launch pilots, and certify for export. This will position Portal Stage for scale in Latvia and beyond. So, let's raise the stage and raise culture, literally.
Can they be joined together with Portal Stage?
They can be.
Yeah. For the time being, the prototype is with a diameter of 4 meters. If you want, the idea is to make it larger, but if you want to join more modules together, there are 2 ways. Either you can extend the barrel, which makes it longer, but it's not very efficient, or I think a quite interesting idea from decoration standpoint is that each musician has their own stage. They are standing in their portals, and there's a guitarist in one stage, a singer in another, and it's like made around the people who are watching the show. So it could be a quite interesting opportunity for artists to explore.
Separate the sound.
Yeah, like a 360 sound.
Yeah, of course.
The question is 4 meters in diameter inside or it's already outside?
Inside.
Okay. The light boxes, lasers, show lights, they have their own dimensions. So for example, if the human being is standing 4 meters in the center, it's okay, but if he will start to move, or there will be like 2 or 3 guys in one stage, how you will...
Well, the idea for the lighting is we have the mirror, so we want to create like our own effect and light show. So we would integrate LEDs and and stuff like that. For example, like stage lights that shoot a beam on the performer. Usually they have a tent for the sound guy, so maybe we use like a platform for that is outside of the stage, because the stage is we want to use our solution for decorations, so the stage is like just one module, so you just plug it in the socket, and you have lighting, and you can play the guitar. Okay.
Yeah, I think your customer is Andrew Huge, because he's sitting and playing guitar in a small event. If you are talking about big events, event producers, production and planners, they are planning the whole show with the light, show the smoke, and show the actors, the everything, dancers. And if you are talking about the mirrors, I like it. Your own lights and everything is good, but I think your target auditory is really small events with Andris Kivic playing with a guitar.
Or you can put a show stage on the stage, like a decoration for the big large festivals. For the artists, you can put several stages of decoration island.
Building on a building, stage on a stage.
Floating stage.
Like things in things.
Yeah, well, pretty but our the process is skills, so we can roll it.
And one small question: someone of your team was in Valmier wooden hackathon as well?
Yes. That's where we.
Why you're not there? Why you're not there? Why you're not here? I don't know.
Okay. He's shy, and that's where the idea started. Actually,
he's the engineer.
I didn't see. Maybe I lost it. I didn't notice. How much did it cost to produce one? How do you sell it? I didn't notice if it was there.
So yeah, it was. So the production cost is around 2,000. That's like the mark that we would like to hit. By talking with Gonzalo, he said the price was around 1,700 euros. But we are rounding it up because there could be production errors, labor costs, and also storing and preparing the material. So we think that 2,000 for the whole stage of the wooden parts is around 2,000.
What's the roof from?
The roof is made from like
organic glass.
Organic glass.
Or
well, it's like it's not organic glass. It's a bit softer, but it's not like what you use for greenhouses. It's like a bit more
sturdy.
So you're talking about polycarbonate, but not polycarbonate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can fit that one sheet in the car?
Yeah, you hold it up.
Okay.
So it's soft enough
You
to
roll it up. Yes.
Okay.
Have you checked?
I need to disappoint you.
The sound, acoustic into the ground.
Honestly, we haven't gone that far. That's why part of the rising cost that we presented is to finalize the product, finalize the design. That would be, we don't have the resources to do this like that.
One side is not.
Well, theoretically, because the stage is like a barrel, a portal, with a closed off end, the sound should go out.
Bounce at the back and go out, and also the visualizations are made in a sandy environment like a beach, and I know that I guess Storant or Ramirant, they have like big plastic plates that you put on the ground that would be used to level out the front of the stage and a place for speakers to put the speakers on, so you have like a stable platform on the ground because it's quite weird to put big speakers, on the stage, so they are in front of the performer. So we have decided that it should go outside of the stage. So we also preserve the look of the stage, to see the performer and to get the infinity effect of the mirror.
The rainy day, people will get right.
Yeah.
So you need to think about that.
How much time it takes to put it on and to take it on?
8 times less than a metal stage.
What time it is?
Hour?
What time?
How many hours?
We approximate that it could be somewhere from 30 minutes to maybe an hour. It's quite a fast set.
An hour, okay.
For how many people?
We think that 2 people are sufficient to put it together. There's 1 holds and 1 screws, and that's it.
I'm building the stages. I'm building the positive stage. I'm building the stands for Coca-Cola. No chance to No. My boys putting that, for example, Aperol stand in Coca-Cola for 4 people with all decorations. It's like 4 hours. So you need to think about the timing, how you will. I see it's fast assembling, but it's not too long.
No, you can make the rings on the ground, probably.
Yeah, rings on the
lift
ground
them
and
up.
set it. You need to create proper instructions for the people who run it. Maybe then will be free.
Yeah, well, the vision is that the construction is like a IKEA instruction.
Okay.
So it's quite.
And about the roof, monolith polycarbonate will. This is one-time use. Once you put it on, you take it off. You will try to bend it. It will start to crack.
What about the material?
You need to speak with this guy. He printed me one stuff. I bend it, and I actually we bend it, we burn it, we try to blow it up, and it still holds together.
Really?
It's printed on it, yeah.
Wow.
I'll show you the pictures later on. We heat it up with a fire, like proper fire. It still melts a bit in, and then I start to squeeze it. No chance.
We could use that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the advertisement, I guess. You want that? Okay.
The idea was, the white tent that also used, and they have like those window panels.
Yeah, you can use that.
Well, then
you can.
I'm not sure how.
You can stretch this material on as well. So
Maybe there's also Velcro on the wooden beams.
now stretch it with the straps on the floor, like strap it on, and it will stretch like a tensile. It will be fine. But not monolith polycarbonate.
Well, that's how you can also secure it. You just
Yeah.
take a tent over, you have extra storage space, and it won't roll away.
Yeah.
And there's the place for.
There's the place for speakers. You see, we found a solution for you.
We take a few shares.
I will send you the bill. I will send you the bill later on.
Okay.